So we're starting early, September 30th, the last Sunday of September. Again, 3 events. We have a half marathon. This is an all women's run, just so you know. Men are surely encouraged to come and cheer us on. And we have a 10K and we have a 5K. So if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, volunteer and spread the word. So hopefully you all will be able to join us. I have a lovely cake that all the participants received. So we had the sea of blue, or pink and purple are actually the colors, but that's how it kind of came out. So everyone received a race shirt, a cake. We also had a nice headband for the participants. Everyone received a finisher's medal. And it's just a great time. I don't know if anyone else chooses to speak to that, but our early bird registration will start at $25. And it will go up incrementally from there, but it'll be about $5 or $10 from the initial rate. So it's a lot of fun. We had nearly 100 people amidst the weather. Now, again, the weather, it was definitely something to contend with. So if we had that number then, we're surely hoping to flood this area once again with these pink cakes and the pep and the zest and energy. And we'll have a health and wellness event here in the village for all of us to enjoy. So thank you for having me.
Dr. Ringo, just if you could please repeat your information so everybody can write it down and know what website to go to.
Okay. So SoulSheWrote.com. That's SoulShero.com. The registration link is already up. Again, September 30th. The first race will start at 8. The 10K will start at 9. And the 5K will start at 9:45. So we will have staggered races so we can get everybody started and underway, and so that we can clear out traffic and get everybody back to normal as soon as possible. SoulSheWrote.com, SoulShero.com. Behind, the souls of many women moves us all. That's surely the theme of the race. It's all about empowerment and really allowing everyone to live their best life through health and wellness. So again, if you're not able to run, surely walk, spread the word, come out and support us. See you soon, September 30th. Thank you.
I'd like to ask our trustees that participated, Trustee Williams, on your experience in it.
It was a really nice day. Everybody got up, everybody tried to do the running. I didn't do the running, I got in the car. And we drove by. I got in the car, we drove by everybody, making sure they was okay, but everything was nice.
Trustee Paula Wilson, I did the 5K walk. Next year, maybe I'll move up. This year, I'll move up to the 10K walk, or jog, or run a little bit. It was great. I was honored to be in it. I wore my little pink cape when we went to eat lunch afterwards, and sported my little headband, and people were asking me what it was about. So it's good that I'll be able to spread the word further, and maybe we can put posters up around the neighborhood, because everybody at the restaurant I went to asked where I came from. So it was a great experience. Thank you, Dr. Ringo.
Promote it widely in other areas. Either I'm a runner as well, and so I run the Chicago Marathon every year, so the full Marathon of Chicago, but I know a lot of local runners are looking for different races to be a part of, especially as part of their training. And so, they might like to start looking at cards or anything like that I could help distribute to a lot of the areas, other areas in Will County, to maybe get some more folks out this way and enjoy this area as well.
Well, we greatly appreciate that. Actually, our media sponsor was and will be again 106.3. We did have flyers and posters, and we'd be more than happy. We are planning to do that again. The flyers are under construction currently, So we had a billboard as well. So we didn't, spare any expense to really try to get the word out, but it was our first year. So we understand you gotta start somewhere. We had ads on Facebook and, various social media outlets. So we're gonna do the same. But we all know the best word of mouth is the, selling piece, right?
Yes.
So that's the word of mouth. That's the best form of advertising. So we've had an opportunity to do that, so we're hoping to do the same. And also, I just want to comment, I did get a lot of information about the feedback from people who went out to eat afterwards. So it was a lot of that, like, hey, we met up, and though we didn't talk to the ladies there for whatever reason, but we met up afterwards. So we might need to have an orchestrated place to eat afterwards. So that's a good piece to share within the village, because a lot of people after the run went to eat. And so, I was getting a lot of feedback about that via email or whatever other messaging. So that's another opportunity. So again, it is an opportunity to bring resources and revenue into the area, and we're hoping to do an economic study moving forward to see the impact of this race within this region. So this year would be the best year to do it, and not so much last.
And this date is
September 30th.
It's September 30th, so it is before the marathon, so
Yes.
people could definitely incorporate it into their training. Just
Yes.
so it's probably better to have it this date, so people can come out and incorporate it. So I'm
Thanks so
excited.
much.
I'll do it. I'm here.
Thank you. What's my purpose? Oh, well, my company, I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to share that, but my company is Windstorm Running Fitness Wellness Event Productions. So we put on a vast array of fitness events. Aside from runs, we do various pop-up fitness events, be it, we do several things. So be it cooking events, be it health and wellness events, be it fashion events. All things really concerning ourselves with the overall health and wellness of individuals. Sometimes we do fiscal literacy and things of that nature. So we just kind of keep it in the realm of fun, in the realm of fitness. Once you feel better, you tend to do better in other areas. You tend to, want to improve upon what you're eating and your exercise intake. So we just try to create a multitude of avenues for people to live their best life. So,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
You guys heard it here first.
So we were going to have a speaker from Aqua here today. They didn't make it, but I kind of discussed their kind of piece of the puzzle when it comes to economic development in University Park. So as everybody knows, University Park has been plagued with water quality issues for a significant period of time. This significantly impacted on economic development, especially companies that use a wide, large quantity, millions and millions of gallons of water from the Aqua waterway system. As of December, there was a new pipeline installed in University Park, which improved the water quality significantly, which reduced water filtration and water treatment prices in many of our large, big box industrial businesses within town, which has been a huge, I think, incentive for the village and a huge incentive for our partners, especially in promoting economic development and bringing further businesses within the vicinity of University Park and nearby. Aqua was going to speak on that. They're not here, but that's their impact. They are going to be planning to come back to speak on this subject in detail. I think there were just some issues with scheduling and last-minute movement of schedules, so that's what prevented them to come out today. We're going to go right into business opportunities. So the reason we're here today is, economic development. What can we do to drive economic development in University Park? I've been the police chief in University Park for over 2 years, last 6 months, 3 months in interim village manager, now the village manager and director of public safety. And my first goal in becoming village manager at University Park is to go to our economic development partners and the owners of the various parcels that we have available in University Park and ask, what can University Park do for you to stimulate economic development, for you guys to sell your parcels of land and bring businesses here? And the common theme that we received was the I-57 interchange was a breath of fresh air for economic development partners, especially in the Southland and west of Cicero Avenue. But there were a couple limitations that they saw. The first limitation was the intersection of Cicero and University Parkway. There being a four-way stop sign instead of a traffic signal light being there. We received a lot of calls from our industrial partners in regards to traffic, from employees coming to and through University Park, from the interchange to the businesses. So one request that we received from our industrial park partners, and I was actually involved in a meeting with Robinson Engineer, who actually left, had to go to another engagement with some industrial park partners, is developing a plan to put a stoplight at that intersection. And we have put into motion a plan to right now replace the stop signs out there with larger four-way stop signs that are actually solar powered, 36-inch stop signs with lighting 24 hours a day so the intersection can be seen. That intersection has experienced a lot of traffic accidents, and it's a lot of employees that are coming to or from work, which causes workers' compensation issues according to the business if they're coming to and from work. So we have to look at that impact as well. Another impact that our industrial park partners as well as landowners are seeing is advertisement of the interchange. So as you come up I-57, you see the interchange there, but you don't see any signage off the expressway saying welcome to University Park, or welcome to University Park Industrial Park, or even promoting that there's land available or parcels available off the expressway. So we're working on an endeavor with industrial park businesses as well as consulting our TIF council to see what we can do as far as the use of TIF funds and partnership from future developers coming in as well as present developers and developing signage off the expressway. So we'll be working with Robinson Engineering, the developers, landowners, as well as the Illinois Department of Transportation to find an avenue of receiving a permit to put signing off the expressway prior to University Park, significant in size where they can see that the University Park exit is ahead, and actually naming all the industrial park businesses and spaces that are open for use in the area. University Park, majority of our business is industrial, as you all know. What we're looking to do is branch out outside the industrial business and look at bringing hotels, other big box stores, gas stations, and various other locations that our residents can use and patronize. I think that's very important. Our residents, I hear all the time, there are a lot of properties that residents that say they want to shop within University Park. There's not enough resources for our residents to do shopping for within the University Park area. So there's a corner or parcel on Central and University Parkway that the developer specifically wants to place hotels, gas stations, farm and fleet, and other Starbucks and various other businesses right off the expressway. We are in current conversations with the developer and the landowner and trying to bring business there and stimulate business. So there's always been ongoing conversation going on. One limitation that we have is we have a TIF 5 that's expiring in the next 5 to 7 years. So there's not a lot of incentive in the area for economic development. So what we're doing is looking at the enterprise zone as well as looking at either potentially extending TIF 5 or doing a study to potentially start a TIF 7 within the industrial park. One of our developers in the village has graciously volunteered to provide funds to do a study, to provide funding for a study for a TIF 7. They're currently working with our TIF specialists to do that, and we're looking to do that in the near future. In looking into that, what we're currently doing is we're offering, while we're doing the study into TIF 7, offering businesses to move into TIF 5 with incentive through an addendum based on board approval and through a TIF agreement, that if a potential TIF 7 does come, that those businesses will be able to transfer over into that TIF 7 as some type of incentive for them to maintain our business. But these are in very early stages of development and discussion, but we are striving to move forward to look at those things. The west side of Cicero is very, very ripe for economic development. There's a lot of open land available there. So we're looking at those avenues. We're looking at what we can do as a village, as a municipality, to stimulate economic development there, as well as working with our Chamber of Commerce to kind of stimulate those areas as well.
Can you explain TIF 5 and TIF 7 to residents and to people who may not know what those are?
Okay. So TIF districts are basically incentive districts for businesses when they come and develop to reimburse for the redevelopment costs. So the bulk of the money that they put in moving to University Park, they get those monies back in a rebate form over a 23-year period or whatever length that the village enters into that agreement. Typically, we have businesses come in very early into the TIF, so they will receive incentives up to a maximum amount of money or redevelopment costs that they put in over a 23-year period. So average developers come in, they invest, of course, millions and millions of dollars into these projects. And a percentage of the tax funds that they put into that area comes back in a rebate. So when the length of the TIF is shortened or expires in a short period of time, there's less incentive for businesses to come out here because they only have a certain amount of time to submit reimbursable costs, let it be yearly costs that they spend as far as the conduct of business within a municipality or town. Businesses, typically multi-million-dollar businesses that want to come in, there has to be some type of economic development or economic impact to them or incentive for them to maintain their business within whatever area they have in a TIF district. So the TIF 5 is currently in the industrial park. We have a TIF 6 that's currently where you're at now, the town center and Family Dollar facility that's located on the same street. And then we have a proposed TIF 7 that has not been finalized by the Board of Trustees, and we're still in very, very preliminary stages of looking at those avenues as well. Just to give the residents some thought process on that, Mayor.
Yes, and I'd like to say that I'm really, really proud of this board that we have. I want to acknowledge Trustee McMullen, that just came in from work as well. And I would like to acknowledge Mayor Polk. Thank you so much for joining us today. Those two areas is something that we have gone into. We've had one retreat. The board is going into another retreat in March. They don't know that yet. But they're about to go into another retreat. And I'm very, very honored with this board that we're working with because we're working together to try to make sense of what we're doing and how we're doing it and being on the same page and doing the best for the Village of University Park. Finally, we're working together to see a growth that's going to happen. The TIF areas, there's one particular guy, he's mentioned, Mr. Mark, well, I can't say his name, but he's looked and saw that he would like to bring hotels, restaurants, and I told him a family area, sitting restaurant we'd be interested in doing as well. And after we do those things, we're going to do the right thing. After we retreat and we workshop, then we bring it to the board, we'll bring it to residents to see if the residents would like to be interested, because we might be thinking about it, you might not like it. So we are bringing it to the body of a whole to see what they would like to do as well, and what they'd like to see developed in their village, and what they would most likely entertain, because a lot of things we might think, and if you don't support it, it's not any good. So we need to know what the stakeholders would like as well. So that's the process that this board is working on now. Okay.
Yeah, and actually that's the purpose of the study that goes on. The study is done of the viability of opening up another TIF in the village, and that's presented to the board of residents, and they're able to provide their input. And as far as the direction, legislative direction, economic direction that they want to see the village go. That's why I say it's very preliminary. It's not something that's in stone, but we're moving in the right direction. And that puts us in the next section of our agenda.
Before we go further, I want to talk a little bit more about business opportunities, because we talked a lot about the industrial parks, but I want to talk about and get your input on the smaller businesses, those mom and pop shop opportunities that may be available. and University Park. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, so we've been in a lot of conversation with various small businesses to come to the University Park area. As everybody is aware, some may not be aware, this town center that we're located in now, the village owns. We currently have several units available. We're currently in the redevelopment process of redeveloping the town center, changing around the infrastructure, remodeling, and potentially, more likely not, moving our village hall to this center in the next 6 to 8 months. So we're looking for a lot of growth in this town center. We're looking for family eat-in restaurants, small businesses to come into our town, to provide a venue for our residents to shop, to eat, to have services for the residents of this municipality. I will tell you that this village board is very, very particular in the type of businesses that they want to come in this town center. And they are looking at resident feedback based on what they desire to see in this town center. And I think that's very important to say. There's been a lot of speaking from residents based on various things that have been presented to the board for businesses to come into the town center. I just want to be very direct and open that it's my obligation as a village manager as well as the mayor to present every business to the board regardless of the type of business. If they want to do a workshop, present a business opportunity to the mayor and the board of trustees, then that's their right to do so. And the reason we're doing this is because I believe that our board should have some type of input on who comes into our village to conduct business. Our residents should be able to provide feedback on these businesses and ask questions and solicit answers from our elected officials in regards to this. Now, our village historically has not practiced this type of action. We just brought businesses here without resident knowledge, and then the residents have a statement or opinion in regards to the residents, and most of these feedback I've received has been negative or unfavorable. So we want to try to do things different. We are looking for restaurants. We will have one unit that will be available, a restaurant and a banquet hall that we will have available in the next month and a half. We're looking to rent that as a restaurant and banquet hall. We're looking to use existing structures as they were deemed fit for the use of the town center. We're doing very little build out. So whatever you all know or whatever you all desire for your town center or to businesses to come here, please spread the word to small business owners to please come to University Park, and we'll be more than open to welcome you in our doors. We want to help small businesses grow and thrive, especially in our town center area. We're in a low to middle income area within University Park. Like I said, our residents want more services. We have one restaurant, if not zero right now, that are in walking distance for any of our residents to use. I have to take that as an issue. I mean, I'm an employee of the village, and I have to drive out of town to have food unless I stop at Speedway. Golf course. Oh, J&J Fish, I'm sorry. And American Bagel in Industrial Park. I'm sorry, my apologies. It's a hall. So it's not walking distance for residents in our local community area. But in saying that, we do have a lot of opportunities. We're looking at Soul Vegan potentially coming to the village. They have a location in Chicago. They're looking to come in the village into that banquet area and restaurant that we'll be having opening in the near future to expand their business.
Can I talk to that?
Yes, you can.
I love Soul Vegan. Has anybody ever been to Soul Vegan on 70th Street in the city? If you all don't get on their Facebook page right now and tell them you are ready for them to come out here, shame on you. It is some of the best food I've ever eaten, and it's 100% healthy. Please get on Facebook, call them up, tell them that you are ready for them to come. I will be here every week, and Soul Vegan is here.
Well, I have a meeting with them Friday,
Absolutely.
tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'll give you a letter recommendation letter. We'll start a letter writing campaign to make sure they come.
They're very interested. I'd like to acknowledge our other trustee that came in today, Mr. Oscar Brown. Thank you.
Well, we can give a clap for him. We can give a clap for him.
So that's my entire board, thank God.
So in saying, and speaking on economic development, development, just in the industrial area and small business. We are looking for our residents to provide input in what they want to see in University Park. I'm always the type of person that will tell you if we have an issue, we need to come together with solutions. And we need to come together with solutions in a team, collaborative effort. So in saying that, if residents see issues, please feel free to contact me as the village manager and provide your solutions to me. I have not figured it out. I think together we all can come together and come to a common solution to figure things out, especially in the village of University Park. Was there anything else on this subject? So,
I would like to speak about PACE. They were supposed to be here today, and, I'm sorry. PACE was supposed to be here today, but she was running into some other areas, and a young man that's in the industrial park, he came, he's stuck in traffic, it's a bad accident, but he wanted me to let you know that he has 70 acres here in University Park and 60 acres. He's been approached for 2 companies to come and build there next week. So he wants to meet with the trustees and myself and all of us. We will do a workshop with him. They're pressing to come here. And I feel honored the fact that some of the people are moving out, other companies in other areas. We're getting a lot of attraction. I think it's because of I-57. When this guy came here, we have competitors now for I-57 that's interested in bringing companies on that area. Also, PACE, this board has talked to me to the point that we will come back and bring the PACE bus service. I talked to Jessica, she was at the meeting Tuesday with the Transportation Committee. I'm on a lot of committees, yeah, right? And it works me to death, but it's worth it. To be there, University Park was to never be on a list. Our name is on now on all letterheads in so many organizations, and I'm very proud of that. But it takes a lot of effort and sacrifice for you to do that. And PACE said now that they're going to come, the board has already agreed to do a workshop, so we will have bus service 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's going to take an effort for us to do that because Industrial Park really, really needs that PACE service for people to get back and forth to work from there. People get off the metro, and then they have no way of getting back, and that's hurting a lot. With the college students as well, they get off from there, and the buses stop at a certain time. Governor State has to pay for those buses to go back and forth. This way, we have students that's embedded in our village. They live here as well. They're certainly have a late class. They can't get back and around, and the cab service is very expensive. So I'm very, very happy that PACE is going to be here. The board is going to workshop the PACE bus, and they are allowing us to have our own bus stops, and we'll create our own. So that will be another economic engine as far as hiring people, and I'm looking forward to seeing that soon. That's another part of our workshop, guys, as part of our meeting that we're going to have.